What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris, back again with another video. In this video, I'm basically going to talk about my top 5 ones to watch investment, basically early on in FIFA 20. I'm going to show you guys a couple different trends, what we saw last year compared to, cards that got confirmed early on for ones to watch, cards that weren't confirmed, what were their trends. I'm going to give you the top 5 players that I think are going to do the best. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, drop a like. Subscribe also if you are new, and let's get right into the video. So the first one I want to look at, now there's only about 6 or 7 cards that really have been confirmed so far. It's Hazard, Jovic, Joelinton, BISSAKA, Haller, and there's like 1 or 2 more that I'm missing. Pepe, I think, is another one. Those are all the cards that have been confirmed already. Some of the cards I have on here, I think maybe 1 or 2 are confirmed already. But the first one I want to take a look at is BISSAKA. So I think obviously there's a couple of right backs in the Premier League that could get one. BISSAKA is already confirmed to get one. So for me, and I'm going to give you guys some buy times, I'm going to give you some little tips here and there of like what to do with some of these cards. So BISSAKA is guaranteed to get into ones to watch. Now, if you could pick him up in the first 2 days, in my opinion, you could probably sell him before the 24th. Now, the reason why I say that is because the 24th is when the early access drops. What happens during early access is the majority, a good amount of the user base come on, they open up their FIFA points, and they start ripping open packs. A card like BISSAKA and a couple of the other cards I will show you, they're not really high rated, so they're actually going to get packed quite a bit. You will see a price drop in these cards. I want to take you back to last year's ones to watch. I'm going to give you a couple cards that did this same trend. So, first off, Socrates, right? He might not have been confirmed before the game even came out, but look at his price trend, right? He's at 7K on the Friday. He goes all the way up to, like in pencil in, 8.8K on the Monday. Then look at how far he drops. He goes basically down to 6.7K, and then he does that full rise as he gets a ones to watch. So I think you have an opportunity where if you could pick cards up at September 21st or, the first 2 days essentially when the game does come out. If you're wondering why I'm looking at Xbox graphs from last year, it's because it's better to look at those than PS4, because look at the difference on PS4. PS4 did not have EA access last year, and this year we do. So you want to look at the Xbox graph because it's more of a comparison. I love the new Fuppin update, but it's weird with something to like, I don't know, it's just weird. So look at his, he had no drop. He literally had a drop on Thursday, October 4th. He literally had no drop, basically between that, from the first day until like the following week. So these really aren't comparable because look, he went from 4K to 13. Whereas on Xbox, he was way different. He had a drop in price on the 24th, which is when early access does drop. Another card I want to show you guys is Thomas Lamar. Another card. These are cards also that get packed quite a bit because they're 84 or below. Usually they do get packed quite a bit. So if you look again, he was 9.8 on the Friday. He's 14K. He drops all the way to 11. See, this is where you can get out, right? You can get out at 14.5K, and then you can sell. You can sell right there on the Monday, right before early access drops. Then you can pick back up, take your coins on the profit you've already done. This is for people that can, one, you're spending FIFA points right away, so you have a lot of coins. You could probably buy a couple players, stock them in your club, as well as trading and flipping. And you can get out at this point. You can go back in here and then wait till he does that full recovery. Especially if you think that they're going to get into ones to watch. So that's like one of the trends that I noticed last year. Another one I wanted to look at was Higuain. We're also going to take a look at cards because I think it's related to this video. Cards that, were supposed to get a ones to watch, or people believe that they were going to get in, and they never did. And I want to show you guys their trend. Like I said, again, he's 31K at the start, goes up to 40, but then drops back down to 36, and then does that quick rise. Pretty much, hits 58,000 coins. Alright, so for example, with a card like Thibaut Courtois, He transferred to Real Madrid last year. What ended up happening here is people believe that he was going to get a wants-to-watch player. If you see right here, he went from 65k on day 1, goes all the way as a high of 87. Packs start getting ripped open. You know, he's starting to drop slowly, and then when you see his full drop, he still stays up at 81k until Thursday. But watch his drop when he didn't get into wants-to-watch, which was on the, if I can pinpoint, it looks like 67,000 coins on the Friday and the Saturday. For some reason, it doesn't show me the Friday, but I believe it's around 70,000 coins. So, you see like a 12 at 13k price drop. What you want to do here is you want to make sure that you can get out on these players that aren't confirmed. Probably the 24th, like right before that. Then you can go back in, then you could probably sell on the Thursday. You don't want to get caught on these cards, so like I've just explained for a couple minutes like some of the trends that happened last year. Now let me get into the top 5 players of who I think is going to be some good investments, and I'll talk to you guys about, you know, a few of them. Obviously, BISSAKA, I was definitely going into earlier in the video. BISSAKA is guaranteed to get a wants-to-watch. If you can get him the first or second day, I think you can get him about 10 to 15,000 coins. He probably rises to about 27, 28, maybe upwards of 30,000 coins. I think a lot of people will love this card. He's definitely top 5 for me. And yes, a lot of people will be going after him, so it's good that you get in early on these cards. Another one I want to look at is YEDDER. YEDDER transferred to Monaco this year, and he had a lot of hype last year. If you look at his generations graph, he was an 81 overall at Sevilla, right? You didn't transfer last year, but you still saw a price increase on this card. So that means you see hype in the card. Now he has even higher hype in him because he has a potential wants-to-watch that he can get. So he went from 3,500 to about 6.2k. Then obviously dropped because of the early access that did come out. And the majority of the people started to play the game, open packs, and he just got packed a shit ton because he's an 81 overall. So if we go back to his 83 overall, he now has a better card. He's also on Monaco, which I don't know if you guys have been seeing the front 3 that he could potentially get into. He has a lot of hype because you have Onakuru on the left-hand side, you have Gelson Martins on the right, and then you have YEDDER in the middle. This card's going to have a lot of hype. He's definitely, I think, someone you can get for probably 15, 20,000 coins. That he can go upwards of like 35. I could definitely see that. Maybe prices are a little off, but I can definitely see you getting a 10 to 15k per card investment, return on investment. A third card I want to look at is NDOMBELE. I kind of look at this card as Fred from last year, just with shitty shooting. Reason why I say this is because Fred, he had a good nation, good league, transferred to Man United. Same thing here, is a center midfielder, gets links to hybrid squads. NDOMBELE is French, he just transferred to Spurs. A decent card. It looks like he's going to have 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, if Fulpin is correct there. And yeah, I think this is going to be a really good investment. Again, this is a card that has not been confirmed yet. You probably want to buy him the first or second day, get out, buy the day before early access does drop. Then you can go back in on him if you are so confident that he gets a wants-to-watch. Let me tell you guys this. If you guys are confident that some of these cards get wants-to-watches, I would not recommend holding past the Thursday, the day before wants-to-watch gets released. But if you are so ballsy to do that, it's kind of like UCL Lives last year. If you are so bold to keep your card because you think he's going to get in, then you know what? Keep the card. You will see a rise in that card probably the Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week to probably get out on. And you'll make probably a little bit more profit. So definitely a day to get in on these cards is either the first or second day, or you want to get on the 24th when early access does drop. Fourth player I want to look at is Frankie D Young. Now, this card is not going to be cheap earlier on, but this is going to be a card I think, you know, he's an 85 overall, kind of like what Mahrez was last year, and Mahrez still had risen a good amount. He's Dutch. He just transferred to Barcelona, has really good stats besides shooting. 84 passing, 88 dribbling. I think this card is going to do really well. I think he's not confirmed yet, but he should be confirmed to get in. I think Barcelona will get at least one transfer, whether that's Griezmann or De Jong. I still think you can pick this card up and sell him at a certain price where you can make some profit. The fifth and final player, I think this is this is the fifth player, Lucas Hernandez. Now, I want to show you guys his price comparison last year as a left back from Atletico. Now, he's a center back now, which is probably even better for his card because he still has like the 80 plus pace. He still had risen last year. He went to about 7.6. Oh, no. My fault. 82 overall card. This is a little bit better. You see how far he had risen. So he went 8.9 the first day. Look how high he really went up, man. He went all the way to, what is that, 24k? I mean, this card, like, he had a good amount of hype on him. Now, obviously, left backs in La Liga last year were probably, you know, you had Marcelo and you had Felipe Luis. I don't remember other left backs, Jordi Alba. So he was a decent option, especially in French hybrid squads. But again, I think him being an 84 overall, playing for Bayern, he gets links, you know, soft links to Lenglet. He gets links to Umtiti, Varane, etc. This card is going to do really well. If you could pick him up first or second day, or pick him up on the 24th, I think you'll do really well on this card. I find it hard to believe it'll be between, for Bayern players, there's 3 players that potentially can get in. It's Pavard, Hernandez, and Coutinho. I hope Coutinho doesn't get in because he's a left winger in this game. And his card is just not going to be good. It kind of would be a waste of a once to watch. I've said in previous videos, there's about 60 high-profile transfers this year for decent players. I hope this is one of those cards that does get in. Yeah, that's basically the top 5 investments I would say that you guys can get in on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace!